fire does it put in the belly that this is your club, and that's not words, it's your club?
Yeah, it does. And listen, I'm not going to be all sentimental and say I've got unfinished business, because I don't feel that way. I don't feel as though it's unfinished business. I thought we had a brilliant time. All football things come to an end. Supporters are really happy when the manager gets sacked because it's not gone well and that's what they want. They're never happy when you leave for positive reasons. Football moves on, it moves in cycles, and it's my turn to come back for whatever reason, and it's just up to me to try and galvanise the players, which in turn will galvanise the supporters, galvanise the football club, and hopefully in May there's a little bit better feel about it. It isn't going to take away all of the issues that are going on off the field. That's for somebody else to concern themselves. And if I was coming in on a 3-year contract, which I did at Preston North End, I did at Carlisle United, I came in, and Shrewsbury as well, to be fair, to build a football club and to try and address things. I don't have to concern myself with that. My role is to come in for 15 games, to manage this group of staff, manage a group of players, to get results and hopefully get everybody smiling.
Massive amount of experience at all levels, Paul. Have you ever had a situation like this where you've come in? Is this new to you?
Yeah, it is new to me, yeah. Stockport County ended up being just a short period of time, but that was probably, I've had ups and downs in my career, but if that was probably the only really, dark time sounds the wrong sort of thing, but probably a bad decision. That was a poor decision from me because I was lied to. I was deceived a little bit, but that ended up a short space of time, but it wasn't expected to be. It was supposed to be a long-term plan. But listen, that's the way it goes. So this is different, but at least I don't have to sort of water myself down and go and look at different departments. You know, when I came in last time, I wanted Halpy back to look after the football in the community. I wanted Wilksy back to do the centre of excellence. We needed all these different things addressing. We don't have to do that now. This is about 15 games, and I think if we can get results, we've got 7 at home, 8 of the games are against teams who we're competing with, because for me, and this isn't me trying to be clever and trying to play mind games on anybody else, I think up to Rochdale in 16th in the table, we're all fighting for our lives at the moment. We've got Rochdale to play twice, so we can actually affect the situation ourselves. Although people will say, well, it's out of our hands. Well, it's not, because we've got games against these teams in the bottom part of the table, and we can affect our own destiny if we go about our business properly. If we don't, then we won't deserve to stay up. It's as simple as that. So it's up to us how we go about it and how the players go and perform.
Using the digital assets to get to know the players, I know that's not ideal, but that gives you an insight. You've worked with the likes of Morgan at under-19s before. How good is it to know some of them, and how good has it been to see some of them, so that you've got something in your mind about what you can do next?
Yeah, in a way, I think it's sometimes good to not come in with preconceived ideas as well. You know, I've seen Morgan Feeney playing at under-19 level. That's totally different to coming and playing at League 2 level. This is a game where you've got to stand up and be counted. It's not a game of, sometimes it's not going to be pretty, sometimes it's not about silky football, which is what academy football's about. Sometimes it's just going to be about rolling your sleeves up, putting your body on the line, making blocks, making tackles, heading it, kicking it, clearing it, running, working as hard as you possibly can, working harder than your direct opponent, rallying round together, whether that's as an individual, whether that's in your units, whether it's, you know, unit stuff together, whether it's a collective as a group. Everybody has got to just do their bit to make us right. I'll do my bit. I expect the staff to do their bit, and hopefully everybody will respond in the right way. 15
games is a third of the season. Thus far we've avoided the words relegation battle. Do we just face up to that right now that's what it feels like we're in?
Well, the truth is, if it wasn't a relegation battle, I'd still be sat at home in Ashbourne. But we are in a relegation battle. Let's not kid ourselves. But also, let's not shy away from it. You know, this is what football's about. You know, it's nice when you can be fighting at the top of the league. I've been fortunate to do that. It's nice when you can be competing in major tournament finals. But this is what football's about as well. You know, as I just said, up to 16. So 24 to 16 are fighting for their lives this season. And I would imagine maybe Rochdale, they're not talking about relegation, but get a few bad results and suddenly it can all turn around for them. And I keep using Rochdale, that's probably wrong. There's other teams as well. I can't even think of them off the top of my head, to be perfectly honest. There's other teams between bottom and 16th who are in a dogfight. And we can't hide away from it. We just have to go and grab that opportunity, grab that challenge, and do our best to get out of it.
This side of the table, we've watched football change. We've watched, when you were here, for example, players who were growler, you brought them in. People who had character, the likes of Arnie and Hendo, changed your dressing room. Do we have that character in that dressing room now? Do we have that kind of fire that you need from your players in there?
Well, time will tell, won't it? You know, I've got to tell you the truth. When I brought Kev Gray and Tom Cowan into the football club and Andy Priest, I knew about them, but I didn't know they were going to have the effect that they did on this football club over that period of time. I had no idea. So I don't know, but this is an opportunity for somebody to stand up and go, right, I'll take hold of it. You know, I'll grab the opportunity. Chris Lumsden came in as a top level player and grabbed hold of midfield. So we've got players in this group now who are, I'm just looking at them, they're physical specimens, they're big units, they're physical, they're athletic, there's a level of ability. Now they have to go and show it for whatever reason. And again, I'll be really honest with you, I haven't even looked at previous games because everything's happened so quickly. But what's happened in previous games doesn't really affect it now. It's about what we do for 15, and if they go and perform to the levels that they're capable of, and they can go and show what their ability levels are, then hopefully we'll be in a better place.
How have they taken that challenge that you've set them? How have they responded to you so far?
Well, the truth is I haven't seen yet, because I've had a conversation with them yesterday. They hung around for about 4 or 5 hours yesterday. It was a really disrupted day, and I totally understand the way that football works, that when a manager leaves, it does have a disrupting effect. There'll be players who will probably be glad there's a managerial change, who've fallen out of favour, but there'll also be players who were close to Keith, and I totally get that, and I don't have a single problem with it. All I ask is that they come and they represent Carlisle United, not me. It's nothing to do with me. It's represent Carlisle United, represent yourself, and do everything that you possibly can to help Carlisle United.